thank my friend for yielding. Madam Speaker, I rise as in opposition to the motion to order the previous question. I oppose it so that the minority might have the opportunity to offer legislation that has been endorsed by the American people through the YouCut program. Legislation is strongly supported by members on both sides of the aisle. That legislation is H.R. 5885, a bill introduced to terminate the advance earned income tax credit, saving American taxpayers more than $1 billion over the next decade. An August 10, 2007 report by the GAO revealed significant noncompliance and fraud with the advance EITC. The GAO found that 20% of the recipients did not have a valid Social Security number. Almost 40% of the recipients did not file a tax return, and 80% of the recipients failed to comply with at least one program requirement. And yet, despite evidence of significant fraud, abuse, and general noncompliance, GAO found out that only 3% of the EITC eligible individuals used the advance option. Given the low level of utilization and the high error rates among those who do use it, several members of the majority party have proposed to terminate the advance EITC option. President Obama has proposed to repeal it in both of his annual budgets. Earlier this week, Senate Majority Leader Reid included repeal as an offset in the small business bill on the Senate floor. And last week, 4 of our Democrat colleagues here in the House introduced deficit reduction legislation that included the very same language on repealing the advance EITC that is the subject of my legislation. Republicans agree with our Democrat colleagues that the advance EITC is a waste of taxpayer money and should be terminated. I ask my colleagues to defeat the previous question so that we may consider this legislation on the floor today, and I yield back the balance of my time.